At about 1:45, the fire departments were dispatched for smoke coming from the roof of the 100 block North Allegheny Street. Upon arrival of the first engine, fire was seen coming from the gutter area of the fire building. Crews made access, determined it appeared some wires had arced, caught on fire, and dropped onto a rubber roof. From there, we had to wait about 40 minutes for West Penn Power to arrive to secure the power before we could extinguish it. Damage was contained to the garage roof and one apartment from gaining access to evacuate and search for additional fire. Units are clearing now, whatever the time is. No injuries, and we'll be back in service.
Obviously, for a fire like this, can you be able to tell us how many personnel you had on scene?
Yes, there was probably about 50 personnel on scene, mainly due to the heat and the time of day. It being a weekday, additional companies were summoned at the initial alarm. Then once we arrived on scene and deemed it due to the heat and the extended nature, rehab crews were requested from State College to set up and maintain the firefighters' cool.
We saw some water bottles. Tell us about the importance of those.
Water is very important in a fire like this to keep yourself hydrated. Just working for 5 or 10 minutes, and most people know even in your yard can be overwhelming, let alone the several pounds of gear that we wear can induce heat exhaustion very, very quickly. So staying hydrated is very key, and also a reason why there were so many firemen and apparatus on scene.
You mentioned obviously that we know a precise cause of this fire at this point and exactly what buildings that you all was affected.
Not at this time. It's just presumed to be electrical cause in nature from an outside power source, one of the distribution lines. Right now it's currently being investigated. Damage was, like I said, contained to a garage on the back side of this building. All of the front-facing stores are not affected, nor are any of the tenants above the stores. Everybody's returned at this time.
How much flame? Are we talking fire? Are we talking like big flames? Or are we just a small, like smoke damage? Or what type of damage?
It was a very small smoldering fire. There was a tin roof with some rubber sheathing on top of it. So that was what was melting, causing some of the black smoke. And as I said before, it was just precautionary to have everybody here just in case it would take off, because we couldn't extinguish it due to the live power line. So we were just waiting.
How fast do you think you were able to get everyone out of the building and safe? You mentioned obviously no injuries. How quickly do you think folks were able to evacuate?
Everybody was evacuated from both the stores and the apartments within 15 minutes of the arrival of the fire companies.
And obviously response time, you folks are about equal distance or so here. How fast do you think it took to get here?
It took us about 5 minutes to get here just because we're volunteer. Everybody's responding into the station. They're not staffed. But between 5 and 10 minutes, we had the initial engine and truck company here. And then additional companies from Milesburg, Walker Township, State College, and Pleasant Gap arrived to assist.
You're checking up on the roof. Is there anything you were looking for specific up there?
No, on the roof here, we were just monitoring the fire. If you could actually have a visual, you can see that there's a second roof on the back side of this. It's about only 2 stories high. So they were just monitoring from above since we couldn't get close to it due to the power lines. There's no damage to the building here, the main building.
And also the response here, such as this, I mean, this could have been much worse. This could have been, and does this strengthen the need for volunteers?
Absolutely, it does strengthen the need for volunteers and for municipalities to become more proactive in potentially hiring firemen, just like they do police, water representatives, trash representatives, municipal. We're a tremendous resource. Without the volunteers, if they go away and there's no paid people to take over, then unfortunately we're going to burn stuff down just because there's nobody available. So not only are volunteers needed, it's time municipalities move forward and hiring people to complete these tasks.